Hey everybody, Happy New Year! I hope y'all had a fantastic holiday and a safe holiday with friends, family, and I hope you had good food. But welcome back. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to my channel. I am a creator, artist, art therapist, bunny mama to two rambunctious bunnies, Luna and Finley. Welcome. Welcome, hello. New year, guys. Crazy. I feel like I need an extra week just to feel like I can settle into January. Oh, I already feel behind. No, no, just kidding. I don't. I don't feel behind. I feel right where I need to be, and I'm excited for this year. I don't want to say new year, new me. New year, new intentions. New year, new intentions, because there's some things that I did last year that well, one, am really proud of and would like to keep that momentum, and just things habit wise that I would like to keep going into this new year. So, new me, new intentions. So this video is going to be a little bit of a reset, just kind of settling into this month. I don't want to just go run and jump into things. Like, I would like to continue like that slow living, that slow life. But still like pursuing and pushing myself to accomplishing goals and stuff. So I want to get my vision board completed and show you guys what it looks like. I would like to kind of clean up my office area, organize it, and just get it ready for this new year. I would eventually like to reorganize or at least reset my room, because right now like it's been fine, but I feel like it needs something. And I don't know, maybe I need to add more wall art onto my wall, or just change spots and where things go. I don't know, but I am limited with this space, so I'll have to get creative. But I just want to get organized. I want to clean up the room a little bit. uh and feel like I can actually work in this space. I did reorganize and clean up my work area in the bedroom, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. But yeah, I want to revamp some areas, reorganize some things, get rid of things, and I need to take down my Christmas stuff. But today I just want to I also need to do a reading because it's a new month, new year. Again, new year, new intentions. So I want to do a oracle reading for myself and just see what I could focus on this month with, and maybe I could add some things from that to my vision board. Um so I want to do that. I want to clear up my space, and then we can get on with our days. So let's get started. So this is what I'm working with. Like, it does sense like, Katie, it's fine. No, like, I would like to vacuum in here. I noticed when I was talking to you guys, there's some dust, so I need to just clean up the space. I got this for Christmas. It's a little mug warmer. So perfect, because when I get into sessions, I just kind of forget about my coffee sometimes, so it gets cold and then I have to reheat it. It's a whole thing. So this was a perfect Christmas gift. And then look what my brother got me for Christmas, guys. Isn't it adorable? And it has a bunny. It's so cute. So this needs to go onto my desk and replace this because it's nice, but I need color. I need color in here. Maybe that's what I'm needing. I need more color. Like, the gray walls, but that's why I covered my whole wall with some art. This wall definitely needs art. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to just clean up the area, get organized, especially that corner. Ew, gross. Yeah, I need to clean up that corner, and that way I can feel like this is my space. And let me show you guys the bedroom. Nothing really big has changed, other than we have the plant there now. I would like to eventually, which I started creating a wish list for like home edition stuff on Amazon, but I would like to get little lamps to go on the other side of our bed. Just because it gets really dark in here. The Seattle, not Seattle, but the Washington darkness, too real. Too real. I need more light. More light. So as many lamps as I could get, I need to invest in that. But look, my area is all clean. I cleaned it up because it had a ton of stuff on there. And I took all the stuff that was in this bin that had like my hair dryer, all my products, and I cleared it out, organized kind of in my drawers and emptied it out, and now I have this so I can put all my supplies here. So when I'm working and making stickers and prints and all that, it's right there. It's right there, ready to go. So, pretty excited about this area. I would like to get a different table instead of the fold-out table. Wow, this is really bright. Instead of the fold-out table. But again, it slow investments. I have goals for this area, but in due time, everything will come together at some point. But I have a vision, and I can't wait to check some things off my list to make this space the way I want it to look. But this is on hold. Let's go clean my office now that I've rambled for a little bit. Okay, well, now that my space feels cleaner, I think I, again, will reorganize my space at some point, but I just needed to feel like it's sanitized, clean, and now I like my workspace, which is great. And I've decided to use this, my old desk mat, as a way to do my card readings. That way it's not against the light gray carpet. I'll have a darker background for this. So repurposing, which is lovely. Now where I will store it, probably somewhere in my closet. And I do need to go through my closet and my drawers and all of that stuff. Maybe I'll do that today. I don't know. I do have a session in like an hour, so uh Yeah, maybe afterwards. But let's do the reading. I chose my deck, which it is in my 2026 goals to actually take this and create not like a box, but like have it where I can actually shuffle the cards because this is really hard to shuffle with the lamination and they're so big. I would like to have it in a smaller size. So I would like to take all of these and put it onto a smaller cardstock. I found a site that could potentially work, and it's just a matter of doing it and trying it. But I gotta scan all these too, because I don't think I have all of them. But anyways, that's the goal, to get from this to this. But I'm gonna be using my deck today, and then the Green Witch Oracle deck. So yeah, let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so for this again, I think the last time I did it, I had art, my art business, career, and personal. And I think that's what I'm going to do again. So the first card will be what I can focus on this month. Oh, see, these are just so hard to shuffle. What I can focus on this month for my art biz. Because like I'm really surprised and grateful for all the sales I had in December at the market, online. Seriously, I really appreciate it, and it makes me happy, and I think I'm gonna go with this one. And it makes my inner child happy, so I'm feeling pretty good. But obviously with the business, I can keep growing. So I'd like to see what it has to say for that. And then career, I said last time I would like to not focus, but to make baby steps towards having either my own private practice or my own non-clinical like art therapy business. But I would like to grow professionally. I feel like the work that I'm doing now with this private practice is great, and I love all my patients. But I'm wanting more. I would like to have more patients. I don't know why these two popped up. So I'm going to take these two. I would like to have more patients, but I also feel like I am slowly outgrowing the company that I am working for. So I don't know. We'll see. But I would like to grow professionally. So career, art, and then personal life. Let's see. This one really stuck out, so I'm gonna go with this one. All right, and now I can do, I'm not gonna do that one. Let's do this. So what does this Oracle deck have to say for, oh, nope. Okay, that's for this. What? Oh, that was about to pop out. So I'm going to pick that. For my career, what can I focus on? Or is there any clarification based off the cards that I already pulled? What I can focus on or put my energy into? Guys, I don't know how to shuffle. I really don't know how to shuffle. Okay. I'm gonna do it for that one. That feels right. If I have any other clarifying questions, I can always pick more, but I think I'm gonna go with this. All right, let's move personal and career to the side, and we'll do these two. This is for my art. All right, so, oh. Okay, all right, let's see. We have moss agate with this one. So, initially, this doesn't feel good. This feels way too strong. But also, I think when I'm when I remember making this card. What I was trying to say in this was to just slow down. Let's be intentional. Let's be intentional with what we're doing. Like we're on a path and it's great. But we want to make sure that we're not missing anything. So we need to stop a little bit, maybe observe where we're at, maybe try to see the bumps and the blockages that are preventing us from continuing on this path, but to just slow down a little bit. I think that's the key. But initially, right now, I had a gut reaction like, ew, why? I don't wanna stop. So, okay, yeah, I think this is just saying to slow down. But let's see what this has to say, because maybe this could clarify this. So moss agate, positivity and change. Change can be daunting. The moss agate card, I think I'm saying that right, agate card, reminds you that stasis, while comfortable, denies you the growth and development that your spirit needs to evolve. Moss Agate offers you the foundation or a safe space to explore and plan for the future. You are holding back from change because you feel unprepared. Moss Agate can help. Moss Agate attracts positive energy, a boon when you are uncertain about shifts and transformations in life. Call on the stone to help set a good foundation and prepare yourself for the future change, or simply when you have and you crave emotional balance. Is there any upcoming change that you have been avoiding that you need to make peace with? Okay. So I think, yeah, what initially in just reading this just stop, I think I felt taken aback, but after reading this and kind of what I feel intuitively, like I need to slow down a little bit in planning for the future, look at my foundation, look at what I'm creating, making sure that what I'm building is right for me, and then I can continue on my path. So this could be just like a check-in, like, hey, in this new year with our business, can we check in and make sure that we're doing things that we feel aligned with us? Do we need to maybe set things up so that we can grow the business? Like, how are we actually creating the foundation instead of just like creating and doing all this other stuff? Like, can we make sure that we're actually setting a good foundation for our business? So that's what I'm taking away from this. So, whew, that was a little scary at first, but I feel better now. All right. So for my career, we've got sunshine and shadows. Handle any headache with snow, rest and contemplation. Okay. Um, initially handling every headache, again, I feel like the work that I am doing with this company, um, or not company, but it's a private practice small business. It's been great and I've enjoyed growing professionally there. There are a few things that I'm not happy with, and I feel like does bring me a headache, not all the time, but sometimes, and I'm at this point just trying to, like, laugh through it and just keep doing what I'm doing, the best that I absolutely can, controlling what I can control. But there are things I would like to have different, and maybe that's what this card is speaking on. Like the shadows that I'm experiencing with this private practice is shining through, the sunshine shining through. Um and I guess I have a choice. I can continue working this. I do my contract is up this month and I need to renew it and I would like to get a raise. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but I have to have that crucial conversation with my boss And I don't know, that could make it or break it. That might make it where I can stay and continue to grow, or they might just say, "Hey, I we can't do that." So then I have to make a choice of, do I stay? Do I go? So I feel like, not that this is a crossroads, but I definitely feel like I'm trying to handle as much as I can with the amount of energy that I have, as well as, like, I don't wanna get burnt out either, and I don't want to live in the shadows. I do wanna turn towards the light and grow, so that's what I'm feeling with these 2. So let's see what Snow has to say. All right, so snow plays a variety of roles in winter season. In a garden, snow adds nutrients, elements, and moisture to the soil. It also acts as an insulator, keeping the ground and plants protected from major temperature fluctuations. The peace of a snowfall invites you to release the stress you've been carrying, but snow isn't always peaceful. Snowstorms force you to sit still, shutting down activity and travel. Without your typical choices, storm forces you to confront what you might have been avoiding. The snow card asks you to reflect on the past. Time gives you a clearer head with which to review these events. Snow can help you work through your emotions and see the past in a more balanced fashion. Trust what may seem like a slowdown, because it could be exactly what you need to stay safe. What good things can you carry forward in life? What can you release? Yeah, I think what I'm feeling initially with my career, like, I've learned a lot this past year about who I am as a therapist and what I want to do as a therapist moving forward, and where I can maybe do trainings in or just be better at. Um, so, like, I've learned and have reflected on my past. I think, yeah, I'm feeling that shadow part with my work, and it's causing me to, like, um be unsure about what's coming up ahead. And I think what I'm avoiding is the fear of being released from this job, because I want more from it. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that or not. So I think I even said that last night to my partner, like, in talking about, hey, I need to talk to my boss soon. I don't know what's going to happen. And a fear of mine is that when I bring this up, I either will get hit with, "Sorry, Katie, we can't give you the raise. We just have to keep you at this rate." So it's either that, or we have to let you go, or you might need to move on. And that's what I'm fearful of. Like, that it'll stay the same, or they'll be like, "Sorry, like, you'll have to move on." And I don't want that. But at the same time, like, I want to grow professionally, but I don't have the absolute means to create something new financially. So, in being smart financially, like, I would much rather make sure that I have some stability and foundation, and maybe it'll grow. But yeah, I'm feeling these two heavily with this. So I think this is a good validation of, like, hey, it's okay, like, control what you can, but also, like, you can't avoid things either. So reflect on what you want, contemplate on where you want to be, and see if we can actually express and feel what we need to feel, so that we can communicate what we actually want. All right, now for personal. Here is my card. The risk of being real. Ooh. Okay. And then preserve. Oh, look at the little guy. So cute. Preserve. All right. Let's see. So initially, um, I feel like in what I want to do creatively, uh, I I feel like my fear gets in the way a lot of the times and I am walking on eggshells with myself. Um because this is an egg and it has a crack. And not a lot of stable foundation with all the cracks on the in the background. Um but I think like part of growing and evolving like is to actually being real with yourself. And so maybe this year it will be the me of like embodying my true authentic self and just being real and learning along the way, but also reminding myself that I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to have mastery with myself. With mastery, like there's trials, there's errors, there's still growth that's happening to where then we feel like, yes, I've mastered this part of myself and now I feel confident. And that's I guess that's where I'm at. Like I recognize that last year I was maybe more in my eggshell mode and just trying to contain and be okay, but the risk of being real is yes, there will be cracks, there will be times where I fail, and that's okay. That's okay. I can't let my fear and anxiety get in the way. So, yeah. This is what I could focus on for this month. And then preserve. Let's see. It says security, forethought, and thrift. Ooh, I like thrifting. Uh I'm sure that's not what it's talking about, but let's see what preserve has to say. In green witchcraft, preserving a harvest allows you to keep it longer instead of losing it to decay or waste. It's a thrifty measure that enables you to rely on the fruits of your labor for an extended period of time. Another form of preserving is to put aside a little of what you use every time you use it. This helps build a stockpile to guard against future need. This process is an ongoing low level investment that doesn't take much time or energy. The Preserve card reminds you that small gestures accumulate over time. Keep an eye out for areas where you can be thrifty with your time and energy. This doesn't mean you have to deprive yourself now. Enjoy your harvest, just don't use all of it at once simply because it's there. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Enjoy your harvest, don't use it all at once simply because it's there. And the reflection, how can you work to store and secure what you have successfully produced? Ooh, this is good. Okay. Yes, I feel like in preserving my energy and preserving like what I have built over time this last year, not just personally, but professionally and within my art business, like I have felt the fruits of my labor and I don't want to like spend it all at once. So, this is good. I think personally I can preserve and be not just intentional, but be really, really mindful and be real with myself of like, hey, what am I doing? How am I spending things? Am I actually utilizing things or am I just like trying to fix that dopamine and try to get instant gratification? Like the slowing down enough to be able to uh, really feel and experience my harvest, but to preserve enough and to um, be content with what I have. Be content and to uh, be grateful, I guess. Have some gratitude. That's what's coming up. Having gratitude. And small gestures accumulate over time. I think the more I can take baby steps into being real with myself in not just my personal life, but also in the other areas of my life. If I could take the small baby steps and be real and to stop and slow down, then I'll be able to have enough energy to invest in other things and I'll have enough for myself. So, all right, well, there you have it. I feel really good about this, and I am going to take some time and think about it while I have my session. And then once we're done, we'll come back and we'll finish my vision board because I did it digitally this year. Because I also want to put it on my screen for on my phone so that whenever I see my phone, it's right there in my face to remind me. Um, but I used the Pinterest feature collage and I took a bunch of images. This is before I did all this. So I had taken a bunch of images already that I was like, yeah, I kind of want to focus on this. Um, and now I have to write a few things down. But this was very validating. The things that I had already been thinking about showed up today, and at least with like my deck, the Green Witch Oracle deck, I feel like was a good clarifying factor as to what I was feeling and thinking about with these different areas of my life. And I know I only did my art, my career, and personal life. I didn't talk about like my mental, emotional, physical health or like finances and stuff. But I think like all especially these uh can be placed in these different areas of my life. So I feel like overall this was a good validating read as to what I originally had put on my vision board uh photo wise. So now it's like actually writing some stuff out and thinking about it. So I'm gonna have my session and think about all the cards, and then I'll finish my vision board and I'll show you guys once I'm done. So I will be right back. All right, well, I finished my session and it went really well. It feels good to be back in the swing of things. I wanted to show you guys. I bought a couple of books, journals, calendars for this new year when I was back at home. This calendar, I plan to do a little bit of art inside of it. Not like a bullet journal. I would love to do a bullet journal, but I feel like it's too much. And if I want to get the practice into actually using this, I have used a calendar and planner in the past, but I would like be good for the first like couple of months and then I would just slip out of it. So instead, and again, being intentional, I want to have something where I can be a little bit creative. And this calendar has all the months, and then like a little bit into it, it has, you know, a weekly thing. And I feel like the weekly thing could be helpful in just organizing like what I want to do for each day versus like putting it in the tiny little boxes for the month. But the month I could put in the notes section, the goals overall that I want to have for this month. So January, I haven't put anything in there yet, but I will write them down with you guys. But I just wanted to show you, like, I'm really excited to use this and see how it works out for me. This is by Paper Source. This is also by Moleskine, so this is just a journal. I think this will be used for my everyday thoughts, my therapy, and just when I'm doing some reading, I can jot down my thoughts. So this is like an everyday type of thing. I feel like I have too many types of journals and I want to keep it all in one thing. So therapy, thoughts, things that I'm feeling and experiencing, things that I'm reading. I would like to read a little bit more. So anything that I'm reading, I can just kind of place it in there and just kind of, I guess, not color code it, but title it so I know like what every entry is. And maybe I'll color code it. But this one, I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to be using this as a sketchbook so I can practice drawing and stuff, because I love doing digital art, but I would like to get back to the basics, and I feel like sketching is a good way to at least figure out what I want my composition to look like, and if I'm drawing like, I don't want to say characters, but just overall drawing in general, I feel like I could get the practice of doing traditional art. So I got this. And so I can carry all three of these with me if needy, or I can just carry these two and not this. But Anyways, I'm excited. I love the colors and it goes well with my whole spread here, so just wanted to share that. But now that I'm done with my session, I can finish my vision board and then I can hold myself accountable. So let me show you guys what my vision board looks like.
All right, so here it is. My next step is to write some goals that I would like to set with each intention.
All right, well, let me show you what I did last year, which is this. I think for the most part, I definitely pushed myself and accomplished and did some of these intentional things that I wanted to do. But this year, I feel like it's a good continuation of it, but also has a little bit more detail. Because I feel like I wasn't as detailed with what I wanted goal-wise last year. Like I was like, here's my vision board, this is what I want. And I didn't really like I did some things, but I didn't push myself to doing some of those things. So this 2026 is a year of action and trying to take these baby steps. Like the card says, taking baby steps, making small progress into what you actually want. So yeah, so my physical health, I want to eat more meals, not just snacking. I recognize that if I just have coffee or I just have one meal, I'm not actually getting the nutrients my body needs to have the energy to do the things that I want to do. So I need to eat more meals, not snacking. I need to move my body more, maybe joining class, a gym, because I want to be strong and I want to be flexible. Like that is a goal. Like I want to be able to, since I sit most of the time with my job, I do need to move my body. And my brother, who is a physical or soon to be physical therapist, did teach me a few stretches that I can do in between like my sessions, so that way my body can still have some movement. But I would like to move my body a little bit more than just stretching, so I want to do that. And my spiritual health part, I put slowing down, rest, contemplate, preserve my energy, reflect, practice the art of noticing, and then make time to create a ritual for myself. Like in the art of noticing, if I can do things with a more mindful act, that way I can recall, but also just kind of be with myself. I think that'll be a good practice to have. So whether it's making tea in the morning before I start my day, whether it's stretching and then having tea and then going into my session, whatever it is, like I want to create some sort of ritual for myself, because I think sometimes like when I'm in a rush, I just get up and go and then I forget to do everything else, or it's harder for me to feel like I'm present with others and then with myself. So I want to create a ritual to just get the practice of being present. So that's what I mean by that. So yeah, that's my vision board and I'm honestly excited. I don't know what this year is going to bring, but I want to say yes to new adventures and I want to transform and be the best version of myself, and I'm excited.
Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. I've been up for a little bit and I just did a little workout. I normally wake up around 7:30-ish, 8-ish, depending on when I see my patients. My boyfriend woke up earlier today and it woke me up. And I could have very easily gone back to sleep, but I decided, you know what, in keeping myself accountable for moving my body more, I should probably get up and move and stuff. So that's what I did. I got up, I moved, did some movement, and I think before I shower and do any of that, because I feel gross, I'm going to take down all the Christmas stuff. So let's do that. That way we can shower and then continue the rest of our day. Alrighty, well, I finished the bookmarks. I didn't realize when I flipped it, the wording is backwards, so I'm gonna have to reprint these, but it was good to actually make one, just to see it in person, and I like how the print came out, so glad I made these, but I will have to reprint these. But by the time this video comes out, again, everything will be on my website, so everything will be up to date and the way it's supposed to be. So anyways, I gotta go to my other job, so I'm gonna end it here, guys. But thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for just spending some time with me while I get stuff done, resetting for this year, 2026. If you made a vision board, I would love to know what you put on your vision board, so leave it in the comment section down below of what do you hope to do intention-wise for yourself in this new year. And hopefully we can accomplish all the things that we want to do this year. But thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, bye.